Hey there, this is Matt, and welcome back to a DVD update with a couple of Blu-rays, but mainly a DVD update. I haven't done one of these in a little while. Pretty much, there's a place around. It's called Stuff Etc. And I don't go there too much nowadays, but I heard that they were having a sale of selling DVDs half off. Usually they're $3, but because of that, these were $1.50 a piece. And you know what? You can't beat that. You can't beat $1.50 a piece. So let's get started. Right off the bat, this was a steal at this. The Super. This is a Joe Pesci film. I know this is $5.50. That was a Walmart. This has not even been opened. Now, the reason I say this is a steal, I like this movie. I think it's a fun flick with Joe Pesci. This was going for like $30, $35 on Amazon because it was out of print. Like one was 25, 30 bucks, and one was 30, 35 bucks. And then I went on there before I did this video, and I went, oh, it's being re-released, but DVD-R on demand. Warner Archive type of stuff, meaning if you want it, I think like I don't know, January something, maybe by the time this video is uploaded, you can buy it, but then you're getting just a DVD-R. I'm like, I know, what are your thoughts, by the way, on the Warner Archive on demand where they pretty much just burn you a fucking DVD-R? Granted, the Warner Archive, I have the Showdown Little Tokyo Blu-ray, and that was a good-looking Blu-ray, so I gotta give credit where credit's due, but I don't know, it's just... If you're gonna re-release it, stop being cheap assholes and actually re-release it as an actual DVD, not just a DVD-R. Anyway, that's just my own thoughts on that. Or just put it on a Blu-ray. Just put the Super and another film on a fucking Blu-ray. There's been worse movies put out on Blu-ray. The Garbage Pail has got a fucking special edition from Stream Factory. There's a lot of shittier movies that get Blu-rays. Just give it a fucking Blu-ray instead of a fucking DVD-R on-demand thing. Anyway. Long story short, really nice to grab this. Again, it's not even been opened. I can't imagine this was recently at a Walmart bargain for $5.50. Hell, it hasn't even been $5.50 at a Walmart bin for a while. So it's like someone bought this long time ago at a Walmart bin, and then they never opened it. And then they said, oh, fuck it. You know, I've never even opened this. Which is like, why did you buy it then? And then let me just give it to this place to sell it. So, again, for something that usually costs from 25, I think actually the 25 to $30, it was like a 2-pack on one disc of the Super and a film called With Honors, which I've heard good things, but I haven't seen it. But this by itself is like 35 bucks or something. So again, $1.50, great deal. Definitely one of the best deals of that. Next up is Spy. This is a film I did enjoy. Lo and behold, directed by the guy who fucked up Ghostbusters with his piece of fucking shit reboot, remake, cum stain, cum red, cot sleeve movie. Paul Feig, fascist fuckface. But I liked The Heat. I hated Bridesmaids. And I enjoyed this movie. Despite the shitty cover. I did enjoy this film. Jason Statham was pretty damn hilarious in this movie. And despite this stupid picture, Melissa McCarthy's actually pretty damn good in this flick. Because for the most part, she is playing sort of a shy, normal person. So this was a lot of fun. So $1.50, glad to have this for my collection. Next up is the best of Ripley's Believe It or Not. This show, I remember catching a few bits on cable a long time ago, and saw this for $1.50. You have Dean Cain from the Lois and Clark Superman TV show. The Ripley's Believe It or Not, for those who don't know, there was an older show with Jack Palance, Believe It or Not. And then this is sort of this reboot show from, again, quite a few years ago, even then. Just the craziest feats or facts or the real stuff that just insane to be true, but they're real. And it's one disc, but it has all this stuff on there. Figure why not for $1.50. Nice to take a look at this. It's too bad they never released this on an actual DVD set, like season-wise. Sometimes that happens with TV shows. They don't release seasons. They just do best ofs, which I fucking just releases season sets. But, you know, people are cheap-ass fuckers. I'm cheap-ass too, so I know how that is. Next up is going to be... Actually, you know what? Let me do these first. Before I get to the other DVDs, I want to mention two gifts that I got recently. They didn't mention anything. They didn't want anything, but I figure it's the right thing to do. One is from Orc. He is Orc. Very nice guy, good guy, who I have the pleasure of talking with on the Sausage Factory, which is a show Pizzow does pretty much every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and with other good people like B-Movie Mike and Jay the Steenray and Cole and Ryan Magnifico and others. And Orc, this is a guy who's been having the worst year ever with being bedridden and not being able to sit. And then out of the blue, he messaged me on Facebook, "Hey, I saw this on Amazon wishlist. I want to get it for you." I'm thinking of all the stuff this guy has gone through. Why is he giving me a gift? I accept it because I'm greedy as fuck, but it's like, you know, thank you. So yeah, Orc got me the Matrix set on Blu-ray. With a note, "You're a noob, but your vids are pro. Happy holidays. I wish you nothing but the best in 2018. Well, if Orc ever sees this, I absolutely hope you get better, man. I really do. You deserve it. You don't deserve all the bullshit you've been getting, man. Seriously." So, but yeah, that is the Matrix set. 4 movies. I will review these sometime because I am a big Matrix fan. I love the Matrix movies. Very much so. And before I get to the other one, speaking of which, I had bought this for $1.50. Now you may be thinking, well, if someone sent you the Blu-ray, why did you get this? One, it was $1.50, so it didn't break the bank. The main reason, though, is, for those who don't know, in the first Matrix film on the Blu-ray sets, the Wachowski, I was going to say brothers, but they're not brothers anymore. The Wachowski sisters, I don't know how you say it, they changed the color scheme on the first movie to fit the color tones of the second and third movies. So while in the first movie, when I saw it in theaters, and you saw it in theaters if you did, it was more of a normal palette even in the Matrix, but now, like the sequels, it's more green, so they changed the tone of the color, which I can deal with. It doesn't ruin the film or anything, but I'm like, yeah, I should have just left it alone. I had heard that the DVDs had the original theatrical color plate and color palette. But I guess only certain DVDs, as I come to know now. Because, like, this DVD, no, it still has the green palette that the Blu-ray has. So, yeah. From what I understood, there were DVDs in 1999 that had it. Maybe this was a re-release DVD, I guess. Even though, what's funny is when the menu opens on this, it has the color scheme. You know how menus, they show a color, they'll show footage of a movie as they wait for you to pick scene selection, special features. And when they're showing that footage, that's the colors that was in the theatrical. So I'm like, oh, that's what's going to be on the DVD. No, then you play the DVD on this, at least, and it's like, oh, well, oh, this is the changed color scheme one. So I thought, wow, that kind of sucks. This was a waste of fucking money then. I mean, it's $1.50, so it didn't break the bank. But that's the thing, even if you want that, you don't even know how to get it, because you gotta play, and pray. Russian roulette. People are like, why don't you look at the color? The color. I was looking at the color. Why don't you look at the date? I can't look at the date because they put a fucking sticker on it. And I can't rip it off because they'll just... So I can't see what the date of the DVD was. So... And you know what? I'll keep it because I like the look of the case. It's a cool cover. And when I review the films, this will give me something to show. So, and actually, one thing about this, they put the disc on top of each other. Like, instead of having money and be like, hey, let's have 4 holders. No, let's put the disc, and then you gotta put this on top of it. So, fuck you, Warner suckers. Warner fuckers. Don't take the DVD. I don't put this in there. So there you go, you motherfucker. I'll just switch it. So there you go. $1.50. I did a case to put the Blu-rays since Warner Brothers were too cheap to put a 4 placeholder for this. And, you know, that was always a cool poster. I'll get more into my thoughts on the Matrix films when I review these, but this was a great movie going experience seeing those movies in the theater. I love them a lot. But I will get more into that whenever I do that in the future. And the other gift I got was from Michael Keane, aka Phantasm, MLKKAEF Enterprises, his YouTube channel. He sent me Blade Runner 2049 on Blu-ray. There's a couple features: The Replicant Evolution, Blade Runners, The Rise of Wallace Core, Welcome to 2049, Joys, Within the Sky, Spinners, Pilot, Fish, and Barracudas. Pretty much talking about the world of Blade Runner. Designing the world of Blade Runner, To Be Human, casting Blade Runner. Some little prologues, so like little stories from before, takes place before this movie. Very underrated film. Deserves so much more than it's gotten. It did not... I was actually going to do a rant, but I just decided not to do it. Where it pissed me off that Jumanji 2 made so much more fucking money than this movie. Jumanji 2 made more money in the US alone than this film did in the entire fucking world. Like, Jumanji 2 has made like $300 million in the US alone. This film made like 200 and some million worldwide. Only 90 million in the US. I will re-review this. And I'll review the original Blade Runner. And I'm going to do some defending on this movie. Because this is bullshit. Not this movie, but the reception this guy's bullshit. The Last Jedi, the last cum stain, gets all this fucking pass. Jumanji 2. Hey, look at that guy. He ate a cake and he blew up. Hey, look at that guy, Jack Black. He has to be taught how to use his dick to piss. Because he's a girl, really. Underneath. Oh, here's this other woman who's going to be dance fighting. Here's one of the Jonas Brothers. I did not know that that guy that they find in the Jumanji world was one of the fucking Jonas Brothers. I did not fucking know that. I should have known. I smelled something, but I could not detect it. That fucking guy's one of the Jonas Brothers? I didn't fucking know that, but of course he's one of the Jonas Brothers. This entire thing fucking sucks. The guy they find in the Jumanji world, the guy who's taken back in 1995, 96, and they find him in the Jumanji, he's one of the Jonas Brothers. Fucking figures. Now that makes all the money because of The Rock. Well, Baywatch flopped and it deserved it. But yeah, sorry. Dan deserved a lot fucking more than he got. A lot more. These are cheats. Before I get to the rest of the DVDs, these are cheats, but I found a site where they had all the episodes of Scare Tactics. Now, for those who don't know, Scare Tactics was this hidden camera show back in 2003, at first hosted by Shannon Doherty. And it take candid camera, but have a horror type of feel to it. So they would scare people with monsters or aliens or serial killers or something horrible happening, catch it on tape, and say, hey, it's a joke. And maybe it's not some people's cup of tea, but I found it hilarious. I did find it very funny, especially the first 2 seasons. Now, the first season was released on DVD a long time ago, became very quickly, it's been out of print for a long time. And season 2, you could not, I don't know why I'm showing it, it's not much to see. Doesn't say much either. Whenever you went to places to try to find episodes, they would always have the same episodes missing. Always the same episodes missing. And it's like, oh, there's episode 3 and 5 and 7 and 9, 10, or whatever. I finally, after years, found a place that had all of the episodes from season 2. All of the episodes from season 2. Like this place that had all episodes of season 1, season 2, season 3, and then season 4 and 5. Which I could not believe. And yeah, I barely get DVDRs to work on my computer. So this was luck. Right, this could last a week for all I know, but it was luck. But yeah, I know people will say, well, that's morally wrong. Well, you know what? I would gladly pay my money if it was available to buy. If they release Scare Tactics Season 1 and Season 2 and such, or have a box set, I would gladly pay for it. Believe me, I will buy stuff. I have an entire DVD room of movies. And yes, a lot of them I have bought. It wasn't just people have sent me stuff, although I've been lucky enough for that too. I would gladly buy it, but if you're not going to give me the option, then fuck you. Life is too fucking short. I mean, considering all the shit they're not going to do, they're not going to release Scare Tactics on DVD. It's like another show I love, Insomniac with Dave Attell. I have the best of DVDs, the 2 that they made. I wish they would come out with a box set of the Insomniacs with Dave Attell. I was watching the other day. I made a playlist on my channel of all the episodes I could find on YouTube. If you go to my playlist, there's Insomniac with David. Love that show. Very fun show. I wish I would get a DVD. I would gladly pay for it. Or hell, Blu-ray, whatever. DVD, Blu-ray, don't matter to me. I would gladly buy a box set of Steer Tactics, a box set of Insomniac. Give me the opportunity. Studios, I'll give you the money if you give me the opportunity. If you don't want to give me the opportunity, what else is there, man? You tell me. So granted, technically I didn't buy them, but I have them now. And get into the rest of the DVDs. At that place, there was a lot of wrestling DVDs for $1.50, and I got a lot of this because these were the years of wrestling I did not watch. I pretty much stopped watching wrestling, at least back in the day, around 2000, 2001. And for all that time, I didn't watch them. And then there's on YouTube here, there's a little while I was getting sort of a wrestling kick, going back and reviewing some of the like Royal Rumbles or WrestleMania. I stopped that real quick because it just got busy, and they're very long pay-per-views to watch. And plus, not a lot of people were into them. A couple people were into them, though. But just, I'm not good at reviewing wrestling stuff. Not really good at it at all. I think that's the main reason. So when I saw all these, I'm like, you know what? I want to give a look at these and see how they are. And at $1.50 a piece, it's worth a look, worth a shot. Because I do have quite a few wrestling DVDs, so why not for the collection? For example, you got Royal Rumble 2009, John Cena versus JBL. That's one of the reasons I did not watch this era, because of John fucking Cena. Can't see me, yeah, because there's nothing fucking there to see. I fucking hate John Cena. I want to take his hat, I want to shit in it, and then feed it to him. Ooh, I'm the Marine. You were never a fucking Marine, so take the fucking dog tags off. You fucking fruity pebble ass. Jeff Hardy versus Edge. Beth Phoenix versus Melina. I don't even know who the fuck those two are. Jack Swagger versus Matt Hardy. I think these are the... I looked them up after I got them. Like, one of them, Alberto Del Rio, wins the Royal Rumble. And then another one, Undertaker, I think. And I think another is like Randy Orton. I mean, yeah, Undertaker is cool, but Alberto Del Rio? Anyway. Royal Rumble 2009. Royal Rumble 2000 and... Oh, this is 2007. Cool cover, though. Bobby Lashley versus Test. John Cena versus Umaga. Batista versus Mr. Kennedy. And more. Yeah, for $1.50 a piece, it's... I like the Royal Rumble concept. I like the Royal Rumble matches. I have the box sets of the Royal Rumble. I have the first 3. There was, like, the volumes. I have the first 3 volumes. I don't have the 4th one. I think that was the one with, like, the white cover. I should look into that sometime. But Royal Rumble 2011. The Miz versus Randy Orton. Oh, wow, The Miz. More like the fucking Wiz. Edge versus Dolph Ziggler. I like Edge. Dolph Ziggler, they never let him do anything. So it's like he has talent, but they let him go nowhere. One Night Stand, Extreme Rules. This is a 2007. I know there was one, I think it was a One Night Stand where they just booed the shit out of John Cena. It's not this one, I know. I forget what year it was. Was it One Night Stand? I don't know. Mr. McMahon versus Bobby Lashley, Edge versus Batista, Rob Van Dam versus Randy Orton, John Cena versus Great Khali. Jesus Christ, Great Khali, fuck. Great Khali. Hardys versus the world's greatest tag team, Kane versus Mark Henry, Melina versus Candice Michelle, and a pudding match. Yeah, that's the face of Bobby Lashley. I remember not minding Bobby Lashley, looking at clips. I know there was this one moment, I don't think it's on a pay-per-view, might have been on a Raw, where he's in a cage and the guy's on the outside and Bobby Lashley just ran through the cage and knocked it down and the cage landed on the guy. That was such a badass moment. I don't know where that's from. I think it was like a Raw or something. Just from time to time I do look on YouTube at clips and stuff. Then Survivor Series from 2011. Got this for The Rock. I like The Rock. John Cena and The Rock versus The Miz and R-Truth. Yeah, that's such a intimidating tag team. R-Truth and The Miz versus The Rock. Rock could beat him by himself. Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk. Mark Henry versus Big Show. Oh, yeah. This is one where I looked it up and I'm so mad that I got this now. The Great American Bash from 2007. I looked up like the results because I was just curious about it, and fuck, man. John Cena versus Bobby Lashley. Who do I want to win? Bobby Lashley. Who won? John Cena. Guy I fucking don't like. John Morrison versus CM Punk. Who's the guy I like? CM Punk. Who won? Not him. Dusty Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Dusty Rhodes, of course, loses, who I like. MVP versus Matt Hardy. Who do I like? Matt Hardy. Who loses? Matt Hardy. Umaga versus Jeff Hardy. Who do I like? Jeff Hardy. Who loses? Jeff Hardy. So Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Dusty Rhodes, Bobby Lashley, and CM Punk all lose. So all the people who I don't like win. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun one to watch. Because I just see the tape's not off. But it's like, let me look at the... Again, I didn't watch these back in the day. So let me look at the results on Wikipedia. What? Yeah, that's going to be a fun fucking watch, man. Fuck. The Great American Bash 2008. Matt Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin. Mark Henry versus... Oh, sorry. Matt Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin. Mark Henry versus Tommy Dreamer. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. CM Punk versus Batista. Triple H versus Edge. And more. Nothing on the back there, but... Again, $1.50 a piece, not too bad. SummerSlam. I forgot what year this was. The cover in the year. Well, 2005. This is the one where I've seen clips of this match where Shawn Michaels just over-exaggerated everything Hogan did to him to the 10th power. Because I guess Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels wanted to be a babyface and have it be babyface versus babyface. And then Hogan said, no, I want a villain. And Shawn Michaels was like, fuck, because he came back and he was a babyface, people liked him, and now because of this, he had to be the bad guy, which he didn't want to be. And then Shawn Michaels thought, oh, we'll have 3 matches. I'll win one, you win one, and then the third one, who knows. But then Hogan's like, nope, 1 match, and I get to win. So that pissed Shawn Michaels off, and he said, fuck this. And he lost, but he over-exaggerated every punch, everything Hogan did. He just flopped around like a fish. And granted, Shawn Michaels shouldn't talk because he's done some fucking politicking of his own. He's a great wrestler, though, I'll say that. But when you look behind the scenes, he You could tell he was a dick. Both of these guys were dicks behind the scenes, politicking their way. But, you know, Hogan, you know, I grew up liking Hogan. He's gone down the list. I put other people like Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts, Ricky Steamboat, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and others above Hogan. But, you know, I liked Hogan for the personality he was. And Shawn Michaels is a good wrestler, but yeah, they both know their politics backstage. You also have Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. That's another guy I like, Eddie Guerrero. Rey Mysterio is cool too. I like Undertaker. I like a lot of these guys. Except John Cena. John Cena versus Chris Jericho. Fuck John Cena. Batista versus JBL. Fuck JBL. JBL's a fucking idiot. He's shitty on commentary, and I don't give a fuck about his wrestling. Yeah. That's SummerSlam. Hogan versus Michaels. I never understood that. Like, no one, did anyone really want to see that match? I fucking didn't. Shawn Michaels versus Ricky Steamboat. Maybe that'd be cool. But yeah, that's all the, nope. I was going to say that. I know I'm missing something. Satan's Prison, aka the Anthology of the Elimination Chamber. This was $3. Well worth it. I have not seen an Elimination Chamber match, but I've seen clips of it, and they seem pretty cool idea. Being this big cage here, and how they work out the matches. And this has quite a few matches. Triple H, Shawn, fucking Triple H. That's another guy I don't like. Fucking Nipple H, Preparation H. Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Booker T, Kane, and Rob Van Dam in 2002 Survivor Series. John Cena, Carlito, Chris Masters, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, and Kane. New Year's Revolution 2006. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho, Umaga, and JBL at WrestleMania. Raw Elimination Chamber match. Winner faces the champion at WrestleMania 24. Why the fuck is Triple H in almost every one of these fucking things, man? Oh, because he married the boss's daughter, that's why. Fuck Triple H. Edge, Triple H, Undertaker, Vladimir Kozlov, Big Show. I know one of these is the December to Dismember for ECW, which apparently that was such a shit show of a pay-per-view that helped cancel. They helped fucking get rid of ECW, sadly. But I actually look forward to that because I know Bobby Lashley wins that, which I guess people got pissed off. But I'm like, yeah, I actually like Bobby Lashley, but I don't understand. That probably wasn't the time. I think CM Punk was in that. People want to see CM Punk, and I think that would have made more sense. But these guys make sense. Fuck that shit. They don't make sense. You really think WWE makes sense? WWF, that makes sense. Damn, this is a long video. I didn't know it'd be that long, but fuck it. That's how it goes. Either way, that's my DVD and Blu-ray update. Thanks for watching. Take care. As for what will be coming next, I'm not sure. We'll find out together. See you guys later. Bye-bye.